Hello, 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 everyone. How are y'all doing? Here, continuing to work on this bag. I've made pretty steady progress, but it's still just slow and tedious work. I thought I had it going the right way. I've got 6 colors fully done. I want to do about 9 in total. So I'm working on the 7th. Each color is about 10 rows. So last stream we kind of saw what my average was for like how long it takes me. While streaming, it takes me about 20 some minutes to do a full row. That's just mostly in part due to like ensuring that like I'm engaged with chat, I'm chit chatting, it's not like just silence slash the music on stream. And so that's like about 24 to 30 minutes in total. We might have gotten it down to 20 at one point, but I think the lowest we got on stream was like 24. However, when I'm working on this bag on my own at home here, I'm at home right now, but like when I'm working on it at home on my own, I did get it to like 10, where I just like sat and just like stared at the bag, didn't do anything, no thoughts, nothing else, just staring at a bag, crocheting. I did actually do that timing while I was on my balcony. It was a nice day, nice out. I was enjoying it. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go on my balcony. Bootsy, who's not here right now, he was standing guard next to the sliding door, hoping he could be let out and join me. He was not, because I live on the second story and there's no way in heck that I'm letting my boy out, especially because the vets told me not to, because while cats always land upright, they're less likely to always land upright when it's a 2-story fall versus like a 3 or 4-story fall, because they don't have enough time to actually turn around. So I was not going to allow that. Hands down, no. Yeah. I had leftovers shrimp scampi from Cheesecake Factory. So I had shrimp scampi yesterday from Cheesecake Factory, and I just had the noodles and sauce left. No actual shrimp left. And like I have the shrimpy aftertaste from the noodles. And so like I don't know why drinking the water just was like really brought it back to my palate. But I'm also really thirsty, so gotta stay hydrated, man. Should I just like stream with my water bottle right here and just... Oh, I need water. Maybe I like turn it like this almost, so it a little bit more chest surface area. I know I've been like trying to stream on Thursdays. Part of the reason I did not stream this Thursday, actually most days this week, is because I had my dad over yesterday. Hence why I went to Cheesecake Factory. He brought me dinner. It was great. But we had a tech issue, so the tech shop that we go to is in the city I live in, so was with his laptop, so he had this issue. It was like Tuesday he brought it to the city I live, to the tech shop. He told them that I'd pick it up, so Wednesday I picked it up after work, and then Thursday he came here and picked it up from me. So he actually came to my place like way early while I was like still at work, and just like hung out with Bootsy and just lived his best life with my cat. He was like, phew. And then today he had my brother was over, so he was, because he's dog sitting this weekend. Hold on, I'm seeing if I can find. I forgot. I told my brother I was gonna send him a photo, and then proceeded to forget to send her the photo. So now I gotta see if I can find it. So I would share it, but it's not a photo of me. My uncle met Shaq once, and so there's a really funny photo of my really short uncle next to this really tall Shaq of a man, you know. Okay, let's see if it's in this range of photos. If not, SOL. I will say, YouTube ads have gotten like pretty bad. Like I said, I was trying to like time myself for how long it would take me to like crochet around, and it was taking like I said, around 10-15 minutes when I was like locked in, super focused. The amount of ads, like I would get 2 or 3 ads in that time span on like 30-40 minute videos. Like it's one of those things where it's like I get getting 2 ads on a 15-minute video, one at the start, one at the end. It was just being, but like it's also I think 8 minutes is the time point for the number. It was just painful, like it might not be here because it might be a download and not a photo taken. Well, no, it looks like a photo's taken here. Also, happy October 3rd. There are 2 types of people in the world. October 3rd, Mean Girls Day, or October 3rd, Full Metal Alchemist Day. If you didn't know, October 3rd is the date in the pocket watch for Full Metal Alchemist. We also know it's, Mean Girls Day. Did I take this? Did I get this photo in the pandemic? Getting into pandemic photo territory, so don't know. Mahjong wants me to play Mahjong. I don't think it's in this section. I'll keep scrolling, but just, I don't think it was this recent. It's got like more photos. So let's see. That's rude. Hold on. Hold on. I found a different photo. Booty, that's not for you. Oh. There we go. That copied. I'm sending blasphemy to my coworkers. Specifically Italian blasphemy. When did I take this photo even? Ooh. Let's see if I can find the metadata. What's the metadata? Oh, I can't. I have to. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Let's see if I can find. When it went out of my computer, it gave it a new date. Bootsy, what are you doing? Okay, hold on. Let me find this photo of Shaq so I can send it to my brother quick. I recently found it. But I also never remember where it is, so I just go from the bottom up every time. Also, my coworkers, they immediately responded with no and blasphemy. Those were the words that they said. I guess I could share the photo with you guys. Hold on. Let's grab this and then grab a different source I want. This was the photo. This was the photo I sent my coworkers. If you don't know what this is or can't see what this is broken pasta, so I could make pasta in college. Having spaghetti to me was more important than having spaghetti correctly. I didn't care that I had to break the pasta because I just wanted spaghetti. That, I know it's a hot take, but no, I don't want to edit it. I want to share it. And then I gotta text it to my brother. But yeah, my coworkers responded with no. Different one was blasphemy. As I sent it, I did say I got sense and blasphemy, so I knew what I was doing. I have a Discord chat where I am called Breaka de Pasta. Because I did this. Like I would be on Discord calls and like just chatting and making dinner and doing this, and they're like, "Did you just do this?" And I was like, "Yup." But like I said, so I was in dorms. This is my reasoning. I was in dorms, in college, often not making dinner at quote unquote regular business hours. So I'm up super late, really making spaghetti, and you know, I don't have pots or pans, and the basement was creepy. I didn't want to go down to the creepy basement, so I made microwave spaghetti. I had a kettle to help with boiling the water. Welcome, Luna Matthews, to the Discord. Hello. I have no idea who this is, so. Let's see. Are you watching in Twitch? If you didn't know, I have a Discord. And if you want to chat more or join calls, feel free to join the Discord. It's pinned comment. It's very not very robust Discord right now. You're not gonna chat in Twitch, but you'll chat in the Discord. No, I love it. I love it. We live for it. Happily to have you in the Discord. Just going around making this bag. This is a personal commission from someone who goes to church with me. But she also is like, I think her brother went to school with my brother. I don't know like where she was in like my brother's age range, but like she's my brother's age at like not my age range. So we also, my brothers and I also went to different schools. So ooh, you're working on art. What's your current art project? Or like painting? Oh, that's a channel I should make. Hold on. Let's create a new channel. Ooh, visual arts. That is, hold on. Visual art is like sculpting, kind of, right? It's more three-dimensional. and not like a painting or anything, right? Oh, it is digital art. Okay. Also, I did just make a channel for live chats. So if you do want to, this is something I thought of. If you want to chat live, I think that's gonna be like a better spot to go. So like, if there's like general chats or like, hopefully if it gets to a point where it's like, hopefully if it gets to a point where like it's robust enough, if folks want to chat live or chat to me / engage during a live stream, I think the live chat is where I'm gonna have that go then. Okay, it's just a digital art. True. Man, I have a friend who I sent a. I still have like old friend requests just sitting out there in the world. Yes, hello. But yeah, it's gonna keep working on this bag. Oh. Hydrate every so often. I do have some banger cookies, not sponsored by Biscoffs, but Lotus Biscoff, also known as airplane cookies. If you ever been on a nice flight and there are multiple like these Lotus Biscoff cookies. I have a couple. Like if like bougie kind of what I like to call Scooby snacks. So if you ever remember having Scooby snacks growing up, these are like adult Scooby snacks. Like, yeah, some. I don't understand your sentence. Sorry. Oh, if it's not like it's you can throw it in craft things if you want to share it more broadly. Um. Otherwise, you can DM it. Also, if it's not NSFW, you can DM me if it's NSFW. Don't put that in the Discord. These are banger. Like, part of me just like debates, should I keep buying these, which are like arguably more expensive because they're geared towards adults, or should I just buy Scooby snacks? What I should do is, before I finish this, buy a box of Scooby snacks and do a taste test, and like see if my like mental visualization of them being adult Scooby snacks is true. Go. So good. So good. I absolutely love these. Also, our guest of the like our special, you know, man of the hour, literally man of the stream, is not here. Where is he? All right. Yes, you can send it. I also have, there is a channel in the Discord server if you want to share it more broadly. Alright, it is time to summon the man, the myth, the legend himself. Here he comes. I see him leaving his spot in front of the window. Coming this way. If you don't know how we summon him, it's with the ball winder. Yes, yes, yes. Just turn it off. Oh, turn it higher. There we go. Hey, there he is. He's walking across the mess that is my desk right now. Blitzy. Come here. On. What's the better way to show it? Okay. Ooh, that's nice. We've got some Black Ops. Some anime style. Ho ho. He's a hunter. Ooh, quite the broad range. That's okay, hold on. I recognize that second to last one. She's from an anime. I don't know. Oh, hold on. You've got I haven't watched this anime. I don't know what he's from. I'm sorry. Oh, you got the Joker. Nice. Pretty. Which one do I like the best? Here, if I full screen this, I can see all of them at once. Ooh, the Deadpool one's kind of fun. Deadpool is quite fun. The puppy dog one. What are you doing, mister? Hold on. Oh, I just gotta be set to the side. Don't worry, I got him. There he is. The man, the myth, the legend. Dog's very cutesy. This is Bootsy. If you haven't met him yet. He's a cutie. I swear he loves me. The Joker's pretty edgy. That's a fun one. I like the card motif in the background. Who is this anime one? I don't know her name, but she's like a healer, right? I feel like I've seen YouTube shorts with her in it. The cat's really goofy. That cat is like so mischievous. She's quite the man. very spooky Halloween vibes. Yes. No, these are all really good. I know, like, my logo, like my streaming logo, I have two versions of it. Hold on, let me. I'll pull it up on Stream quick because I think it's been a while since we've looked at them. Let's do the white background ones. Alright, let's grab. Okay. Oh, I'm zoomed in. I'm really zoomed in. Whoops. Forgot I made this so big. Oop, shrink. So like there's a couple different versions of this, right? So I like to call this like the shorthand version, right? So this is just the LC for Linnell Crochets. Then let's see if it actually switches. This is like a black and white version, just it's easier to throw on like invisible stuff. And then black and white of long form. Oop. There it is. Here's the full name one. I know the lines aren't like the cleanest, but I think for, you know, not being a graphic art designer myself and putting this together. Yeah, Freyrin. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, this is like I like this. I like using for like if it's blown up or if it's like something like larger. Just because I think. So I have like stickers. I do like thank yous with orders, and so when I send those thank yous, I have a sticker on it, and this doesn't show up really well on the stickers. Let's see if I can. If we go to the black and white version, right? This black and white version with, like, it's fine, but on like a small 2" by 2" circle sticker, which are even smaller than a 2x2, this is just too small to really see the details. So having a larger one, like a shorthand LC one, I like. And then of course they all have like their colored versions. This is a black and white version. This is an earlier design. I like the LC being connected. Yeah. This was the original one of the original designs. If you can kind of see, even like besides just, I actually added higher contrast between. Oh, I like my logo. But like here I have, like a higher contrast. I have less lines, just made it overall less busy. Yeah. So these are some things that like I changed. Also, sorry if it took me a while to clock it. But I feel like I'm early enough in my stream career where I'm fine with just like free overlays. I'm gonna disappear quick, but like these are my overlays right now. Yeah, these are just free ones available through other Programs, that's just what I use right now. Well, while I do appreciate it, and I'll definitely like keep you on a list if I make it larger. Like I'm just a small enough creator, streamer where I'm just literally financially not even in the place to like spend that kind of money. Um, I started streaming between two jobs, and so that's why, you know, like within that time, I've had to upgrade my camera and mic because both went shot. Actually, the mic went shot, and there was a single spot on my camera. You can't see it in this anymore. This is my old camera, but there was like a single blurb that I can't even see it anymore. But um, like within the actual camera, it wasn't like dust on the lens. It was like within the lens that was just always bothering me. So I nixed that. Oh, no, no, no. I am not going to not pay an artist for their work. I have friends that are artists. I'm not doing that. Nope. Nope. I want to be able to support an artist. I just know I'm not in a place to support artists right now. Like I feel bad, you know, but I'm not gonna take that for free. No, like thank you, absolutely, thank you so much for the offer. But I know his artist work is worth, and I'm not gonna set you up for that. I'm not gonna set myself up for that to, you know, one day be put in it. Like I don't think I'll ever be that kind of famous where I get called up, but like I don't even want to set myself up to be in a position where it's like, oh, she didn't pay her artist that made her logo. I don't want, absolutely love your work. You have quite the diverse range of styles that you're doing. I think that's absolutely awesome. Very cool. Do you mind if I give you a shout out? Um, I don't know what your Discord or Twitch handle is. It would just be your Discord handle, and I don't know if you want me to share that. Um, is it the same? Is your Discord and your Twitch the same? Or do you have some other like way that you'd want to be shout out? This explanation shout out. I don't know if I have that set up. No, I don't have that set up. Okay, so Luna Matthews 05. You're not in Twitch, or you don't want me to shout it out in Twitch? I'm also streaming on YouTube. Is this like an Instagram or just like your Discord? I could go to your Instagram instead. Okay, let me pull up your Insta then. If I can find my own Instagram. Scroll to the bottom. Insta. Please have me still logged. No, I'm not. I did. Okay, So your Instagram is Isla Heron 203. Yeah, let's just go back and without logging. Which browser am I actually signed in on Instagram? Okay, this one. Okay, okay, that's what it is. Your Discord is different than your Twitch, is what you're saying. Well, yeah, so check out I don't see any posts yet, but do you mind if I like browser share some of these? I'll just grab a random few. Especially the ones I called out. Oh. Okay, let's just open a new browser and then hello Vanessa. Yes, happy Friday. We're looking at some of Isla's artwork that she's been DMing me. Let me switch to right monitor. Alright, we've got oops. Don't want to do that one. I want this. Oh. No. There you go. Alright. Here we've got just different like art designs. For like streamers, it looks like. Yeah. Great work all around. Shout out. And again, like I said, thank you for the offer to update some channel work. But right now the best I can offer is a shout out, big thanks, and definitely maybe one day I'll be able to commission you for work. Absolutely love to. continuing to work on this bag, Vanessa. Slowly but surely. I did get my time down to 10 minutes when I was working by myself out on my deck, patio, porch, balcony. Balcony, that's the word. I keep calling it anything and everything than what it is. Got it down to 10 minutes. Did have complaints that YouTube gave me multiple ads within those 10 minutes. So, like, between stitches, I'd skip an ad, which is annoying. We got Bootsy here, being a great support, second in command. Absolutely thrilling content from him. As always. Earlier we were talking about Biscoff Lotus Cookies, the adult version of Scooby Snacks. They're great airplane food. I think when I go grocery shopping either tomorrow or Sunday, I'll have to pick up some Scooby Snacks so I can better compare the two. To see if these really are just the adult version of Scooby Snacks and I should just be buying Scooby Snacks because they're cheaper because they're made for kids. Or if these really are superior. Because they're just like a graham cracker style, like, treat. So. Here you go. I'm still getting that leftover shrimp though. So also I had shrimp scampi for leftover shrimp scampi. It was no shrimp and all noodle because last night I ate all the shrimp from the shrimp scampi. But like you still get that like shrimp taste. So like drinking water has been like giving me that like aftertaste from shrimp without the benefits of having had shrimp. Actually there is, maybe I can throw this on. Yes. Okay, switching up the lo-fi to lore-fi. This is lore-fi by MatPat. Hopefully. Who knows what I'm playing right now? Maybe we'll have a spooky surprise in there. But for now, it's just lore-fi. I don't know if it's like the videos have like spooky surprises or if there's like Easter eggs in the music itself. Oh, big stretch by Mr. Bootsy. He's almost getting too big for this bed. He's hanging off it, man. I don't know if they come much bigger. I have to make it. Just living his best life, though. Like, truly speaking. Okay, that's a question. Should I make Bootsy a cat tree? Enticing. I was looking at this was a completely ridiculous thought, but I was in the bathroom. I was like, I could set up a cat tree in the bathroom for him to lay in. This was a thought I really had. And then he could lay in the cat bed while I shower, bathe. Except the one in the bedroom. I like to say he's the needy one, but I think the reality is I'm the needy one, and I need him always by me. Even though he just goes to the cat bed for comfort, I need him by me, and when he's not by me, I'm sad. I will say I've been having this back and forth situation where I can't find his cat toy. He has his favorite cat toy, and he doesn't care if it's the new or old one, but he likes it either way. And it's this little mouse that jingle, it's not a bell jingle, but it rattles the word. I don't know if it has catnip in it, what's in it, whatever. He loves it. He goes wild playing with it all by himself, no input from me. But I could not find his orange one today. Or for a while I couldn't find his blue one, and then I found the orange one, which is the older one. So, couldn't find the orange one, pulled out the blue one because I'm like, I've given up, I can't find it. Then I found the orange one, and then he lost the blue one, so I don't know where the blue one is. And now, he's lost the orange one again, and I found the blue one today while looking for the orange one. So, maybe by the time I find the orange one, we'll have lost the blue one again. At least there's secretly also a purple one that I have available to give him. There is also, there's technically 3 more, but two of them are in this cage ball. And he liked that at first. That was actually the first toy he was drawn to because I think it reminded him of the orange one, right? However, he doesn't like the cage as much because he likes to pick it up in his mouth and carry it wherever he wants. And he can't do that with the cage as easily. So, what I might end up doing once he wears out these other 2 ones, we lose them in my apartment somewhere, which honestly I don't think is gonna happen because the old one was actually from my parents' previous cat. So it's already survived one cat, and that one cat was a hunter, but he's a hunter. He hunts and attacks me, so he's trained, just not skilled, because I'm not a hard target. But it mostly just gets the feathers, but otherwise the body's pretty sturdy. But he loves playing with those things. So cute. But yeah, I might remove those from the cage that they're in once we make our way through the old one, the blue one, and the purple one. Just because I know he likes them. I'll also probably stop buying him any other toys because he doesn't really care about his ball spinner. He doesn't mind it. He'll bat it. He'll play with it. He loves these though. Some of the toys he's just not interested in. These he's always interested in. If I grab one now while he's napping, he would be like, "Up, attention, let me play. I want to play with this." When I put him in these beds, he takes them, picks them in his mouth, carries them somewhere else, and then plays with them by himself. And of course, it's the cutest thing ever. Also, exciting news. he finally laid in the large cat bed I got him. Hold on, let me go to this photo. I was so happy. Hold on. Let me switch to phone link. And show it, and then I'm gonna Alright, look at this boy. He has just not been interested in this window bed at all. And he finally got it. I was so excited. So happy. Just like, look at him. With his little leg. Paw hanging down. Oh, he does sometimes try to play with this, so, like, that is the one concern of him being on there, but other than that, I could care less because he's just been, like, avoiding it ever since I got it, not playing in it, which is annoying for me, because, like, I got this for you to play in. What do you mean you're not playing in it or interested in playing in it? Why? Oh well. He plays in it now. Slush lays in it. Sorry, lays in it, not play. Around. Where my goal of tonight is at least finish a color. I don't plan much more. I did actually have to switch balls of yarn though, because orange was the last color of my first ball of yarn. So this is about all of this, like from here to here is one full ball of this yarn. This is not going to make that same length because what I did is when I started the orange length, I actually pulled the center to here to start on the orange color, and there was this blue and pink this blue and pink color first. A little bit of the pink, more so of the blue. And so what I did was I just basically lined up where the oranges change from the orange to the blue, or the blue to the orange, lined that up, made a cut, and started crocheting with the new orange at roughly the same point the color change would have happened, but on the new ball of yarn, so that, again, I know it's not going to go as far, but I also am only looking to do 3 more colors, so, you know, orange, green, blue. I'm gonna finish on like this blue here. Yeah. So I'm not too pressed about it. What I'll likely do is that just an old text fan that came to me? Did my dad just text me? Oh, that was, I just got a notification for a really old text. I was so confused. But I'll probably use the original excess for that, or I have some old yarn, because I'm not using, like, we're only hitting, like, these two colors once. I have some leftover from when the last time I made this bag for myself. I think that should be enough for straps. So, once I'm done here, I'll probably make the straps with either the first old thing of yarn. Let's see if I actually have it here, or if it might just be in my already existing bag. Also, what I've been doing is I've been doing a section count each color change. So, roughly every 10 rows. I've been doing, like, if the color change happens, so, like, here's my starting point. If I go around and the color change starts here or so, like, anyway, like, around halfway point, you know, it's also, like, one of those things where it's, like, I can go here and just, like, count the individual stitches and see if where I've gotten to lines up. But otherwise, if the color change happens, like, here or so, I'll just start counting at the new row, because that's gonna be the first, like, real full color change. So, last color change happened about here, so about a little, you know, about halfway is where the color change happened. So, because I cut the yarn too, I also want to make sure my count was good. So, actually, let's be honest, I didn't realize I was gonna. I fully forgot I had to cut the, like, I knew I had to cut before I got to the orange, and then by the time I got to the orange, I fully forgot I had to cut when I got to the orange. So, like, it like just defeated the whole purpose of me being like, oh, I've got to cut one. So then I had to, like, frog all the way back, and when I realized, oh, I'm running out of orange, I had to frog all the way back to do the color change thing right. This music's fun. It's not bad. It's a nice lo-fi. I love, like, fresh cold water. I mean, it's relatively fresh. It's from my Brita, but it's good to me. Oh, it's really shrimpy. I will say, so the shrimp scampi that I had from Cheesecake Factory, it was, like, weirdly spicy, but it wasn't labeled spicy at all. But at the same time, it was like, because the sauce was, like, so like, so how I eat shrimp scampi is I eat all the shrimp and then I start on the noodles, which, like, arguably, like, defeats the purpose of, like, having it together, but I don't care. It's how I eat shrimp scampi, you know? So, when I was just eating the shrimp, like, it was getting really, really spicy. Like my mouth's on fire, and then the moment I, like, started eating the noodles, it immediately receded. So, like, I think that's why they don't call it, like, a spicy dish at all. Because, yes, the shrimp is spicy, but if you eat it together, you're not going to taste any of the spice, because you're immediately cleansing your palate with the, like, wine sauce that, like is mixed in with the noodles, you know. Um, my dad's sweet and spicy was because he had the sweet and spicy pineapple shrimp, chicken and pineapple and shrimp dish. I don't remember what it was called, but he had that dish, and that one was also like spicy, but it was still like a mild. But all you had to cut that was the sweet, and the sweet wasn't enough to cut. Like, it's this sweet isn't palate calming enough to like cut through the spicy like the wine sauce was. Like, part of me is like, I get why people like sweet and spicy. I get why people enjoy the spicy flavor. I just can't. Don't like discomfort. I don't, you know, like, if it gives me some modicum of discomfort, it's a no for me, man. Also, I can tell that of my coworkers, I'm the one that's most perpetually online with like the brain rot culture, because I was just like finishing everyone's sentences. Like they make a quick bean reference and I was on top of finishing every single, like, all the pop culture references. Like, when my coworker was like, great googly moogly, and I finished it with like the TikTok, that thing is juice, great googly moogly, that thing. Well, my coworker, like, the other one was like, he started the lyrics to Fairly Odd Parents, and I didn't know the rest, like, the rap part, just quick speak, of the wishes, but I did know the, like, chorus, and so, like, I, like, in my head, just, like, kind of, like, like, went through the rest of, like, the beats for the songs, and then I jumped in with the Odd Parents, Fairly Odd Parents. What was the other one? There was another song, and I just don't remember it. I'm drawing a blank. But I was just popping off with the internet meme references. And then watch Tangled, and, you know, that one song where they're dancing in the square right at, like, while they're braiding, like it starts when they braid Rapunzel's hair. I don't know why I always think it sounds like the original Fairy Tail theme song, like Fairy Tail the anime. I don't know why, but like whenever I hear that song in Tangled, I always think of Fairy Tail the anime. And we were jamming out to that song too. And so, just memes were following me. My life is musical. Is it a good one? Probably not, but it's a musical nonetheless. Alright. Come on, Orange, we got this. Bootsy, you're just a cute ouch. He said, don't pet me, I'm sleeping. He got to hang out with Grandpa all day yesterday. He was so excited. And then he was, like, a little rascal going to bed last night. Like, he caught my arm. Oh, I gotta trim his nails, too. I'll do that either when we're going to bed or right away in the morning, because his nail clipper is in the bedroom, because it's just, that's where he's, like, settled down, so that's where I can, like, most easily, like, catch him. Sometimes what I do is I'll start clipping Just might be TMI. But, like, I don't know why, he is really fascinated by the sounds of clippers. And so I'll, like, either clip my nails or, like, pretend to just, like, sounds created. And he'll, like, come right over, has to check it out. And then I'll grab him and, like, do his own nails. And then I'll get up, clean everything up, and get him a treat. So, sometimes that's all you gotta do. Like, but the reason he got me in the leg today, it was one of those things where, like, he tried to climb my leg, as cats do, but I was wearing, like, cargo pants that, like, were just cotton. It's just cotton cargo pants. There is, like, no endurance to them, and it went straight into my leg. It's like, ah! Like, he does it when I'm wearing jeans, which is fine, because the jeans, like, take it. Like, the jeans can take the force of the claws, you know? It went straight through. Only way he was climbing out was with my skin, so that was painful this morning. But he was going for the drawstring on the cargo pants, so, like, he wasn't content with the drawstrings at the ankles. Like, he needed the one at the waist too, so he had to climb up to get it. It was like, oh, pain and suffering. You know, Bootsy, if you, like, scoot that way a little bit more, you'll be, like, fully on the bed, not, like, hanging half off. I want to, like, I kind of want to scoot him back, but also, like, if I scoot him back, it's gonna, like, just get up and leave. Like, I just can't imagine that's comfortable. Maybe it is. I mean, I do tend to, like, hang my leg outside the bed, so maybe it's comfortable. Like, I don't know. Pretty. Just, there you go. Is that better? Yeah. Big yawn. Big yawn. We've got a cutie, a certified cutie on our hands. Thank you for the kisses. Yeah. Being a cutie. Just a certified cutie. Yeah. There you go. Should I get up and give him a raspberry? Here's your tail. You're gonna fall out, dude. Saving him from himself. Should I get up and give him a raspberry? Should I give him a raspberry on the stream? Okay. I'm just deciding and assuming we're saying yes, and I will be doing this. Okay. Also, blanket matching my pants. Yes, are you cute? Oh, careful. I don't know if you guys can hear. Do we bring the mic closer to, like, truly hear the raspberry audio? There you go. Ready? This is how I greet him when I come home. With his loving raspberries.
That's how he knows I love him. Do you love me too?
Yeah. He's such a cutie. So, you don't need to have bare skin to blow raspberries. You can do it through fur, as I've proven here on stream. Right. As it cleans up the raspberry spots. Go. Alright, settling back in. Certified scooched back in. Oh, sorry. Sorry, scary boots. There's my leg rest. Alright. You're cleaning yourself off. I've got a bag to work on. Again, like I said, the goal of today's stream, which we'll see if we actually get there with how distracted I am being apparently today, is to at least finish one color. Like, we're gonna finish this orange section and hope to get into the green by the end of the stream. So each color is about 10 rounds, 10 rows. And so here we're, how many rows are we in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 4 more rows. It's about an hour stream. That's I say an hour, given we don't get distracted or anything of that matter. Excuse me, but it hasn't taken a year of life. But no, he's just a cutie. He's a bugger. He's fascinated by whatever he's seen outside. Maybe it's his own reflection he's seeing right now. I don't know what Cat Eye sees. Cat Eye is a Stephen King. Oh, that might be something of lore, whatever that was. Hold on. I'm gonna bet. So, if you didn't know, we're also listening to Lore-Fi by MatPat. It's like game theory, film theory, all that. He made an ARG lo-fi YouTube channel called Lore-Fi. And so we're listening to the Spotify playlist. And I'm gonna bet this audio that we just hear here. But, okay, I'll play it louder. Oh, that's really loud. I haven't been following this ARG at all. I know it's been going on for a hot second. But I'm going to bet if you put that into a spectrogram, because that's his thing, he loves spectrograms. But if you put that audio into a spectrogram, it's going to be a message. That's the first thing listening that I've actually heard that, like, has me clocking anything. But my understanding is there's also, like, visual ARGs, because it's like that, like, perpetual live stream kind of thing. My understanding is that also has visual cues for the ARG that you gotta watch out for. I don't know how repetitive it is, you know, like how long it is before it repeats, or if it repeats at all, or if it's like you miss it for like the visual stuff. Don't know. But I do know, like, I believe I saw the logo for part of the ARG, like when they're doing teasers for it. I do believe I actually saw, because I recently started getting into like the Five Nights at Freddy's series again, and so I do believe I recently saw a, what is it, like the whatever entity is in the Glorify world. I believe I saw the symbol / logo or whatever for it within a different YouTube video. But this was also like before I was like paying attention for the ARG. Like, I'm kind of bummed. Like, I know it's not necessarily their fault, but like I definitely did stop watching when MatPat retired / left the video portion of Game Theory. So like I really just stopped watching all of it at that point, you know. Nothing against Ash, nothing against everyone else's names that I don't know. Ash is the only one I know because I would watch GT Live, and Ash for the longest time was in the like was the voice behind the camera in GT Live, and was like the tech support person for GT Live. Only reason I know their name. But yeah, I just haven't really watched them any of those videos much, and I just got back into it. I caught up on the Minecraft lore series. I have no idea. I have not played Minecraft in so long. There is like part of me is like, okay, fine, whatever. Like, people want new content in every game they play, but also it's like, and I mean, I even played like Sky Factory, like I think that's what it was called, but like it was kind of like this one block challenge game or world where basically you start on one block and or like it was like a 9x9 or something, but there's a tree, you cut down the tree, expand your blocks. Was it called Sky Factory? Yeah, Sky Factory 4 specifically, I believe. I might have done Sky Factory 3 as it transitioned into 4. And so I think I started with Sky Factory 3 and then updated to Sky Factory 4 when it came out. And actually, I think the reason I got into Sky Factory was because of not GT Live, but Rooster Teeth's Achievement Hunters Minecraft game, because they played on a Sky Factory for a while. And so I got into Sky Factory for them for a bit. What are they doing? I knew one of the founders rebut. Welcome to the chat, and also goodbye from the chat. Deduce23. Wait, I know Deduce listening here. Let's check them out. Rooster Teeth. Have they like made any more videos? No, literally Homecoming 7 months ago was their last video, when one of the founders like announced they bought it back. Because like the end of like their last year and their last videos was just a lot of I don't even recognize anyone on the Rooster Teeth. Like, thumbnails anymore. Jeepers. I also kind of fell off the Achievement Hunter Rooster Teeth bandwagon as well. Especially after Bernie left. Oh, that's when they also kind of stopped their animated adventures. I was obsessed with their animated adventures. I watched those to fall asleep to, man. They were hilarious to me. Um, but yeah, I stopped watching them. As well. Looks like their last video was. Oh man, all of Taylor Swift's videos are like blowing up. Oh well. Hello, thank you, Gizmo. How have you been? Also, I have yet to watch Unknown Number, but I did just watch Kendall Ray's video on it, because it's one of those things where it's like, I am iffy about watching, like, first off, I don't have Netflix, like, I don't have access to Netflix right now, and so, like, I don't care enough about Netflix, to, like, really get an account to watch it. I do kind of want to watch Wednesday, but I'm just don't care enough. I guess. I know that's like a rough way to put it, but so I heard everyone talk about Unknown Number, and so I watched Kendall Ray's video when she put it out. Also, congratulations to her, she's pregnant again. Because I think Kendall Ray actually does a really good job at like handling true crimes cases. She's a very good advocate for the victims in a lot of cases. Life's been good. I am currently working on this bag. This is a personal commission. They asked me to recreate this bag, and it's weirdly enough almost the color wise like the continuation. So like I think I ended, like, this ends here on the color that starts here. And so, like, while my bag has, like, 2 sections of this, like, red, pink, blue, and only one of this orange, green, light blue section, which I don't mind. I like the pink and this turquoise the best. This person's I'm making has more of the green. I will have 2 of these 3, the orange, green, and blue, and only one partially here, partially the second, like, it really, I don't know if this even really counts, but one of these 3, truly. And so I think to make up with, I even use those 2 favorite colors, the pink and the teal, in making my straps. But I think I'm going to use, to like pull in more of the pink and like balance it out, I'll probably use either whatever's left. Of this ball or of actually my original ball to make their straps. And then I'll, because she was just like, make it 1 for 1. Exactly what you made yourself. I want that. She was like, I want that exactly the same. Like, those colors, I don't care what, or just give me all those colors. They're my favorite colors. Thank you. I mean, it's all, like, I love a good rainbow. Something caught his eyes. So, don't get me wrong when I say, like, I love a good rainbow. This is not a true full rainbow. What are you doing, you weirdo? Like, this is not a full Roy G. Biv. There are 6 colors, but so this is the colorway. It's orange, teal, like this pink, this red orange, green, and light blue. Like, that is this colorway. So, like, it is not Roy G. Biv at all. But I still like the colors. They're very neon, very bright, very, like, welcoming. And she's, like, a 1st or 2nd grade teacher. You know, she's definitely got the spirit, energy, absolutely loves these bright colors. So, happy to make it for her. And then, funnily enough, my first crochet bag I ever made in this style, which is slightly smaller, I used this like blue teal green colorway, so it was like 6 colors, and half of it was like a light blue, a middle blue, dark blue, and then the other 6 colors were like a light green, middle green, dark green, but like one of like not the light colors, but there was a like transition that was like more teal, and my aunt wants exactly the colors I made for my first bag too, so because the other one was purple, but instead of 6 colors, I mean it's still technically a 6 color pattern, but they only used 3 colors in the overall pattern, but it wasn't a 3 pattern repeat. It was a pattern of 3 of those of the 3 colors in one order, and then the same 3 colors in a different order. So it wasn't like a 1-for-1 repeat. It like I don't know how to better describe it, but she wants a bag in those 2 colors. So unfortunately for me, I bought 2 more balls of that yarn or cakes of that yarn when I still had plenty left over, because I thought I had used it all up. So now I have a lot again. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know where he went. He went somewhere. But yeah, I like these colors. They're fun. Oh, but back to Unknown Number. So like I said, didn't watch the documentary on YouTube itself. I did watch Kendall Rae's version of it, and her commentary on the documentary / the true story that the documentary covered. And I will say, I did think it was one of, if you don't want spoilers / you don't know who did it, all good. I know you guys, you're on a different time zone. You probably should be in bed already. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the well wishes. Good luck to you. Thanks for compliments. Yeah, I hope she likes it as well. She's liked it, seen the progress photo, not photos, but like seen as it progresses each Sunday. So she's already liking it, which is great. Yeah. Enjoy the rest of your morning, night. Don't know what time zone fully you're in, but you should be in bed if I recall correctly already from my really long streams. Or you should be waking up and going to work. One of those 2 options. But with Unknown Number, I did believe right away it was one of the 2 moms. However, I thought it was initially his mom, solely from like an enmeshment perspective. I didn't think it was like a peer at all, but I did think it was one of the parents. But I was thinking it was his, not hers, you know? And so it's really sad, really tragic, you know. Mom needs help. Her mom needs help. And I wish her well, and healing from all she went through with that, because that's terrible to just like lose someone you trusted so much like that. Who you think is gonna be out there to protect you. Alright. But yeah, as I'll reiterate again, goal is to at least finish this orange color. I've gotten quite distracted, so we need to like lock in, really focus on the actual crocheting. Ooh. Hello, Custom Constructs. How are you doing? I am making a like travel bag. So it's one of those things where this can be. So this is a done version of the bag, right? So nice big. They look quite similar now. You know, they're definitely becoming more comparable as I continue to work this one up. I am on color 7 of, I'm thinking 9. I'll probably ask the person I'm making for this for on Sunday, because that's when I should see her. If, you know, she's liking how big, does she want it bigger? If she wants it bigger, you know, whatever. So I'll check in with her if how she's feeling about it. Yeah, the name of this pattern is the Zonda crochet bag. It's specifically by Lion Brand. It's a free pattern on the Lion Brand website. The only, like, if you do go to Lion Brand and look it up, it does look like it costs like $17 or something. But that's the price for actually buying the yarn that they call out in the pattern. So it's not actually $17. It's a free pattern, but if you also want to get one for one the yarn they have in the pattern, then yeah. Do you think it was like that bag was probably knit or something? I don't know. I like the striping this does. The yarn itself is doing the color, like the vertical color changes, and I'm doing the horizontal color changes for the spiral. So I'm caught. Okay. Let's just drop that. Yeah, just working through this, working around it. You know what? That's fair. You know, not knowing the difference between the different textiles. You know, if you're not in the world, if you don't know what you're looking for, I fully get it. But yeah, you know, always crafters always appreciate like the appreciation in our work. Some might be like, well, you should know the difference between knit and crochet, but I don't think so. You know, if you don't know what you're looking for, if you're not an expert in the field, I get it. The only thing I do prefer people having like an understanding of is like, but I'm also like not harsh about it either, is knowing the difference between like visually seeing if someone's knitting or crocheting, because like crochet you have one hook, knitting is two, so like they do visually look different while you're doing them. So like that's the only thing I'm like, okay, but also it's like, you know, if they don't know, like all my grandma did was knit. So like when I started crocheting, a lot of my family thought I was knitting. And then when I was knitting, they're like, "Oh, are you crocheting that?" I was like, "No, it's 2 needles. This is knitting like grandma did." So it was kind of funny. But there's also like different, like, you can crochet to get different outcomes too, you know? So, because I don't visually have whatever design you're thinking slash seeing in front of me, I can't necessarily say for sure if what you saw was knit or crochet. But yeah, I've been like knitting this blanket. That's been fun. It's been very slow. It's my first time knitting since I was probably like 4 or 5 when my grandma tried teaching me the first time. I hold my knitting yarn like a crocheter, so I think it's one of those things where it's like I don't know if there was a joke or not. Yeah, it's one of those fun. Hold on, I have the project right here. So it's like a little Afghan blanket that I'm working on. I'm using puzzle yarn, and this is the puzzle. It's like a Marlowe pattern. It's called Marlowe Throw, I think, but it's like just like this little throw blanket pattern. It's cute. I'm using, circular knitting needles, and then so just slowly working on that. I pretty much like was like, I don't want to do a gauge swatch for that blanket solely because if I find I hate knitting compared to crocheting, I don't want to have wasted my time on a gauge that I'm frogging. I don't know, it's one of those things where it's like, I almost never grit gauge swatch, even if I'm crocheting. I know it's bad practice, but nah, not her. I'm just gonna make what I'm gonna make. But I'm enjoying working through these different projects. With crochet, it's one of those things where I think it's kind of like, again, once you know what you're looking for with a stitch, it's kind of obvious. Like, you don't need to know what knitting looks like, or like if you know what crochet looks like and you know what knitting looks like, you can or you know what crochet looks like, or you know what knitting looks like, you can typically spot the difference between knit versus crochet. Additionally, if you see like fast fashion products, they're most likely knit because machines can knit and they can't crochet. I will say, however, if you do find fast fashion that does crochet, be concerned because that's probably unethical. Just say, because someone had to make that garment, and if it's that cheap, it probably they're probably not getting paid fairly, unless they're like an independent artist entirely underselling their own work. That's that's the other option that will happen. But like, fast fashion is not self-made artists underselling their work. So, I'll say that. Ooh. Oh, hello, Bootsy. Bootsy Boo, where are you? I hear you crawling. Don't know where he went. I heard him for a second. Oh, got him. Scratching on my chair. Oh, I had the bag on the floor. Hold on. Earlier I was talking about the bag my aunt wanted me to make. She wants me to make this bag. These colors. So like this purple gradient with this blue, teal, turquoise gradient. What are you doing? Huh? No? Hey. Do you not want the belly rubs? No belly rubs for you. Why are you being so mean? Huh, Bootsy? Why are you being so mean? Thanks. Oh, brain scratches. I could fix the brain scratches. Oh. Ooh. Oh. I went offline for a second. Let's see if I'm back. Am I back? Okay, I'm back. Woo. I think my internet just dropped for a second. Because I lost connection on both streams. Twitch resetting it. That's hilarious. Oh. And now I'm back to 0 viewers. Tragic. Tragic. It does kind of suck that Twitch fully resets when connection is lost. Does it just like boot all the viewers too? That's no fun. Can't get a read in that. I don't think I was disconnected long, but Bootsy's back. At least. Welcome back, Bootsy. Okay, there's the viewership back. Bootsy, do you want to go into bag as I work on it? Hey. What are you doing? Uzi. Uzi, do you wanna sit here in my lap? Uzi, do you wanna be in my lap? No one can see you if we are in my lap, though. Dirty dancing with your husband. That's hilarious. Well, what happened was the stream just dropped. You're fine. I think I lost the internet for a second. Welcome back. I don't think I've ever seen Dirty Dancing. Like, in full. Woodsy, this isn't for you to go in. You can come here. Woodsy. Come here. And love me. Oh, no. It doesn't love me. I love you, Bootsy. Hey, Bootsy, I love you. Do you know that? Bootsy, do you know I love you? You can even look at me when I tell you I love you, man. He just wants to go in here. That's honestly... Or he wants the cat treat to be closer to the window again. He's trying to, like, bat at, like, the stuff in the window. Alright, there we go. There's some Morse code in that last song. So again, reminder, we're listening to Lorify. So, right at the end of this is Tuned Out of Lorify. That's some Morse code in there. I know I haven't been picking up all of them, but we've got more. What are you doing? Hey. Come here. Leave the cables alone. And love me. What? Would you just sit down? I'm gonna calm down. Okay, Bootsy? Bootsy, we're gonna calm down. Can you do that for me? Can you calm down? But yeah, so we had a sonogram, which, if you don't know, is basically taking a picture or like words and converting them into music. So if you visually look at the tuning of the song, or like the audio breakdown of the song, you get like either a picture or words. I know Minecraft did it. Minecraft did it with you might even get another coded message, like, so a coded message in code. And then we just got some not binary Morse code. So stop. Thank you. I love you too. I believe there's also like visual stuff too in this ARG. If you like go to like the Lorify channel and like watch it. Bootsy.
Bootsy.
No. Yeah, but also no. He's got his own tail. See, he'll chase his own tail. There we go. Just had to remind him he had a tail to chase. He did. I think it goes something. Okay, what am I doing here? Hold on. Hold on. Working this way. Hold it, and I drop this. Okay. I did a deep goof. I like changed colors and then changed back to colors, so it looked weird. Hey, okay, so if you missed it earlier, I sent a photo of me making pasta in my dorm room to a bunch of my coworkers earlier today, because we were talking about it earlier today. And 2 of my coworkers responded immediately with very adamant no's and blasphemies, right? Because, you know, you don't break pasta to make spaghetti. Like, you shouldn't. But I was desperate. I was in a dorm. I wanted... my desire for spaghetti was greater than my care of spaghetti etiquette. You know? I didn't have pots. I didn't have pans. I lived in a dorm. I wasn't going in a creepy basement. So... I would, in a Parmesan container that's about this big, like this big, I would break pasta, which was the blasphemy, and add boiling water to the container, because I did have a kettle, like an electric kettle, and then I would microwave it and mix it and all that to actually cook the noodles. And then once they're cooked, I would add the marinara and Parmesan and just eat it out of these containers, right? Great, perfect. I enjoyed my spaghetti. But, like, if I was on a Discord call and I did this, you know, people would care about the blasphemy of breaking noodles and breaking spaghetti. You know, you just cook with shorter noodles, but I like my spaghetti for my, like, I like spaghetti noodles when I'm having spaghetti. I don't like macaroni. I don't like these smaller noodles for my spaghetti. So, I just break the spaghetti and noodles in half because I needed spaghetti just shorter to fit in the microwave. And so in like a Discord server, my nickname is Breaka da Pasta. Actually, I will follow up that first message with go send them a picture of me in the Discord. Break da Pasta was my Discord name in one of the servers. And so I sent that photo to my coworkers, and one was like, it's one of those things where it's like, my love for spaghetti outweighs the efficacy of not breaking pasta. I'm sorry. I want my spaghetti. And so I'm gonna break some noodles if I have to get my spaghetti. You know, it was the only thing I ate in college. And it wasn't but it was almost the only thing I ate in college. And still to this day, I love spaghetti. But coworkers and I were talking about this. I was looking for a photo of my uncle with Shaq to send to my brother because I said I would, when I found this old photo of basically my pasta and broken in this container. And two of my coworkers had angry reactions of no and blasphemy. I'd like to also point out they were rock climbing together today, so maybe they saw together because they also responded like immediately. And then the third coworker was like, "That's so funny," so she thought it was funny. So, my need for spaghetti. Also, it was a really creepy basement, so even if I owned a pan of my own, I wasn't gonna go to that creepy basement to make spaghetti. You know? Oh shoot. I'm sorry, coworker. I have to work a wedding. Maybe I could make the matinee. But I don't know. But yeah, we have a text group chat between us girls that work in the lab. And so, we have a funny, haha, goofy time. And because why not? We're very mindful, we're very demure girls. Sure. I know I'm just yanking my own chain. Get rid of notifications because they bother me. Yawning, man. But yeah, so far I think Lorify is interesting. It's one of those things where I'm not gonna do the investigation. That's not my like puzzle jam. But I enjoy like being able to clock it, know enough about ARGs, but oh, that's cool. With like the music we're listening to. I'm absolutely sure there might be a song in this playlist where literally the like notes actually play spell a message or something. Ooh. Ooh, you get to see the longer distant grandson. Exciting. Exciting. That's very exciting. That's always fun. Being able to see a long distant family. It's always fun. Ooh. Okay, question. Should I re-dye my hair? I feel like I didn't dye my hair too long ago, but because I did like half blue, like I feel like it's just like I only really see like you can only really see the color here. I don't think my hair's grown that much, but like this is also the back too. Like I didn't get really high with the color in the back. Thinking I should like re-dye my hair. I know it hasn't been. Well, I think I actually streamed the day I dyed my hair. Hold on. Let's see if I can find. Go back to lives. No? Maybe. No, I would have had my hair in braids. Right after dye. Nope. This might have been, like, have I dyed my hair? I only do, like, an ombre, so, like, up, like, closer to my hairline is natural hair, and, like, underneath is darker. It's one of those things where it's, like, I went to dye my hair blue on top, and it was my second time dyeing blue, but usually a bottle lasted me 2 dyes, and so it was only lasting one. So if I look back, in potentially June. Nope, that was right before the baby shower. Or like, yeah, so I have a fresh dye, hair dye. I did the blue initially for my, on the day or like a few days before. On the July 3rd stream, I have freshly dyed hair. And then it faded. It faded like immediately and just left the pink. Okay, that was... There was one day I just had like a bunch of techno. Okay, so made sense why. Did I really re-dye it that soon? Trying to find it. Did I really only have like a month between dyes? My hair was up on Bootsy's birthday stream, so I can't say then. I know I dyed my hair since starting my job. And I started in... July. I started in July. Or end of July. So it would have been... Twenty-ninth was my first day. So it might have, I think I dyed, well, let's look. I had my hair braided, at least. Just working on the pants, it looks like then. What was the stream Oh, I look dead tired. I did not want to be awake streaming that day. Oh, I'm just like... I don't think I had my hair dyed then. I think I dyed my hair probably for the 8/7 stream. I think the 8/7 stream and 8/8 I can still see the blue in my hair. I'd like a half up, half down like I do now. It's one of those things where, okay, if I, hold on, I get a full screen, my viewfinder. Okay, let's see if I can see any of, so like we see this like really blue, or not blue, this really purpley color, right? However, I think actually here, maybe. I don't know. The thing I struggled with is, so this is the, ever since I started dyeing with purple, this is like the color the purple fades to all the time. And the blue, when I put it on top of this, does not stay at all. Like the blue always goes back to this purple really quickly. It just doesn't like you don't even see remnants of it. But like this is like full, this is like not gonna come out. Like this is full staining in these ends. If I wanted to like get rid of this at all, I'd have to stop dyeing my hair and let it grow out, because I don't really want to cut my hair short, but I'd probably have to stop dyeing my hair and let it grow out and then trim off the color. But like if you can see here, it looks like my dye is only down to here. Well, that's because like up to here was all that blue. You can barely see like even a minute tinge of it. Let's see if like, hold on. 'Cause it's, okay, let's see if I can turn my head and get the light on it. So like here is the like purple, the original, like down here is all like original pink, and then here's probably, or to here is probably like one layer of like blue because I dyed it blue twice. Here's probably a second round of blue, like what actually, or like one, so sorry, here's probably to pink. This was has pink on it, like multiple dyes of pink. Actually, this to here probably has multiple dyes of pink on it. And then, but then also to here has like 2 dyes of blue, but you don't see any of that. And then, because my hair's still growing, right? So here probably had no pink and just blue. This amount of growth probably had no pink and just the blue. And it just like, it doesn't stay at all. Let's see if I have a photo from when I dyed my hair. As my camera roll loads, I'm taking a lot of selfies, so actually, this photo here, hold on, where's my camera? Okay, this photo here, unhide. This photo here is all blue on top. Like this is the color of purple that I got when I put blue directly on this old pink, right? Because I'll have an older photo. Like this is how pinkier it was, just the pink. Like as you can kind of see from that other photo I showed, it was a lot purplier. Right, this is a lot, there's more purplish reds to this. And then if I scroll up even further, I don't think I've taken a selfie since my last dye, except for a blood drive and one with my parents that I don't want to share. Man, I stopped taking like after dye selfies. Hold on, maybe I have one in Snapchat. Let me quick check my Snapchat and I'll update you. You can just see the yellow glow. Okay, camera roll. Booty. Nope. I got nothing. I just don't take selfies anymore, man. We just have streams to reference. But yeah, the blue that I use, I also like keep my hair behind me a lot of times. Like I don't. Okay, hold on. Let me go back. If we go to right monitor, right, we can kind of see this blue here. Like you can kind of see that blue purple a bit more here than it used to. Whereas, go back to live. Right here again is that blue purple we're seeing. This was that let me just mute myself. That first blue. And then whereas I originally had more of this pinkish. And then even now, okay, this would have been okay. I know this is relatively recent after a fresh dye. This might have been the same day as a fresh dye because I have really dark bangs right now. I dye my bangs and they're like the first to fade. You can still kind of see it at my roots, but like the bangs fade so quickly. But this would have been like relatively recently, I mean, I also don't have my bangs down often, right? But like even here, like you can see the bangs are like so much lighter and they actually blend into my hair now. Whereas literally just the stream before, granted, this was like a multi-week separation between the streams. Whereas like if we look here, I don't have dyed bangs. So I think I dyed my hair again right before the unpacking. Because I don't think they were dyed yeah, they weren't dyed for Bootsy's birthday either. So Bootsy's birthday stream didn't have dyed bangs, so I either dyed my hair on this day. So it hasn't been like full 2 months, but it's been like at least a month. Maybe did I show my hair at all? I know I didn't do a lot of crocheting in this stream. It was a very talky stream. I don't know. But, you know, just scrubbing through all old footage. But I use Walmart Splat. I know it's not the best dye, but I don't use like the bleach. I just use the whatchamacallit. Words are escaping me. I just use the color. I don't use the bleach in the box. It's box dye, but I just use the color, not the actual bleach. But if I'm going through like old photos, there was a time I did like this dark blue. Oh, it was so pretty. Oh, I'm trying to go back through. So like, okay, I feel like this album's like super out of order because there's no dye in any of these photos, but these are all like 2020 photos before I started dyeing my hair, and there were definitely multiple years in college I dyed my hair. Literally, okay. Weird. So actually the color I pretty much use, especially box bleach, that's really harsh. Okay, there was one time I did use the box bleach to bleach my hair, and that and it might have been to the color I use now. But like, so this was pandemic, and I absolutely loved the gray I got out of this. It was such a pretty like slate, but you can also still see like the streaking I got. So like, here's more blue, whereas like this is purplier because that's like. But I think that's the issue why I haven't been having success dyeing it with this blue that I thought I had used previously, is because I think when I went to this blue, I did actually use the bleach in the box, whereas every other time I hadn't. However, I didn't do it alone. I actually did recruit some of my floor mates, students I was working with, to help me with this because I was trying to go lighter than. So, like, I had someone doing the bleaching for me. Like, they helped trim my hair. And so they helped me with the whole bleaching adventure. But then, of course, I just, like, always wore my hair in scrunchies. So, like, we never saw the hair dye anyway. Great job, Anna. Well, but I absolutely loved when my hair was like this grayish. It was so pretty. But I'm so nervous to like bleach my hair. And then of course I went back to purple. Like right after that, I put purple on again. But for my 22nd birthday, I did this really dark blue. Actually, I did the dark blue more recently. I don't know if I don't think it's pulling all the photos on my phone in this little photo gallery. Okay, So if I go back to my 22nd birthday. Yeah, for my 22nd birthday, I did this like really dark blue. Do I have more recent colors? Just got a lot of cat photos, honestly. No, it was before this. I think it was before I got my cat even. Again, I might not have taken photo evidence of this. But I've done bright purple. Man, not too long ago, I did a dark blue. Okay. Alright, close out a bit on my phone. There we go. Alright, let me grab this capture. Cause this... There we go. So this is the blue I had for a while. Right, this dark blue. And then I did... I'll back out of that quick. For my 20... So that was January. I seem to like to go back to a dark blue in the winter because the first time I did a dark blue was in February 2022, so it's really nice that I know I did this right before my 22nd birthday, so I always know when I did this. Okay, I think I went, so it's one of those things where I went purple to pink to a bleached blue because I had someone bleaching my hair for me. Okay, hold on. This was... Hold on. This was the bleached blue. This was my hair done up for like the bleached blue. This is when I bleached my hair blue. Which I really like this. Actually, the first color I ever dyed my hair was blue. I got an undercut and I had them dye the undercut blue. But this was the bleached blue I got. I really like that. But I've still been using this color. Like, this is the blue that I put on. But because I haven't been bleaching it, I think that's why it hasn't been as successful. But I'm always so nervous. Like, I really don't want to bleach my hair. You know? Like, I just don't want to. And then... after that bleached blue that had this really nice silvery fade, because I think it actually lasted, like, you can actually see the striping it did. as it faded, like the purple really came through. Like you can see the purple coming through here really bad. Right, this is just like bad bleach job, but like it still looked nice. I actually liked the effect it did, so like, but that's a high reward, high risk, high reward kind of like situation. Like that bleaching can go bad wrong quickly. But that eventually went to this really pretty silver that I liked, but then I wanted to do it up for my 22nd. And so I did this like Garnier almost black dark blue. Like, so you can see my black cardigan, like you can just barely see it's blue. The photo I actually posted for my birthday, was the same one I just showed you, but like I edited the, like you can make out the blue a bit more. It just made it a bit more vibrant. I really like this dark blue. I haven't gone back to, like, I went back to a dark blue, but not that shade of dark blue. I think, like I showed you the one I did in 2023. But I'm gonna be honest, I always go back to this purple. I think this purple just, it lasts longer. I think the reason the light blue lasted so long was because I bleached it and it had a really nice faded to color. I think that's why that one was so successful, because it faded really nicely. So I was fine keeping the faded look longer, like I typically am with this like pink one. But I think the reason I'm not happy is because I initially did the blue. It's this blue and pink combo, and I think that's why I'm not as happy with this dye. But let me see if I can. I think in 2024 I went back to the dark blue for a bit, like I showed you. Okay, but this was an even darker blue. Like, it wasn't as bright as that for, like, this was, sorry, this was, but like, this blue is a much faded, a more faded version of the blue that I did the first time around. Like, it's pretty, but it's not as vibrant of a blue. This is just a dark blue, I feel like. Not me as we go through my history of hair dyeing. But no, I just always go back to the purple. Like, I try to change it up every so often. Actually, the only reason I did the blue again is because right before I really wanted to re-dye my hair, I went to go pick up some dye and they didn't have any more of the purple. So it's kind of SOL without the purple. And so I bought pink and blue. I was like, well, I can mix this to purple if needed. You know, and then I didn't need it. So then I had a full bottle of pink and a full bottle of blue. And I didn't really want to, like, open both and mix, because I didn't have a mixing bowl at the time. So I did the pink for a while, which the pink that I was doing was like a more vibrant version of, I think that's the other issue. I haven't done my purple in a while. So the last time I dyed to my dark purple was, when was it? It's been a while. Because I had the pink. I think that's already the pink. And if it's, yeah, I think so like the last 4 dyes hasn't truly been my full purple dye that I do. And so now I have a bunch more. And so I think I'm just gonna like truly saturate it. I think I need to give myself a trim though. Like, these dead ends be dead. So I think before I do my dye, I'll do like a trim, clear up the dead ends. I probably won't even do that on the same day. You know, maybe even this, because I always find it fun to have like a fresh dye for Halloween. So I think I want to actually dye my hair closer to Halloween. So that means I gotta do my hair trim sooner. Oh, I got a message. There we go. Answered all the messages. Yeah, I like the dark blue. We are going into winter, so it is about time for me to go dark blue again, because like I said, I appear to like to go dark blue in the winters. But I do, I think, have one more dye before we hit the new year. So I think I'll do one more true purple at the very least. I might see if I can find that Garnier blue dye I got. I think I got it at Target the last time. And I got a Target gift card, so maybe. Also, what? Why is my phone blowing up? Message sent. Bring it around him. Bring it around. Okay, I gotta like lock in. I want to get to a color change so bad. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Only have 8. 2 more rounds. Okay, let's just pull out. Yeah, that. We're hearing that again. That is fully of sonogram sound. Also, maybe I might be saying the wrong word, but I think it's a sonogram. No. Let's see if I can. So it's kind of like this. I don't know what this is actually called. But like Minecraft has an spectrograph. It's a spectrograph. Basically, you put sound into a visualizer. You can see it. Minecraft did it in their Cave Sound 14, I think. Yeah, K14 disc had it. Okay, it sounds like this. It is a spectrograph. It's literally just the logo, so it's not any further clues. It's just like the hidden logo, which is fine. That's cool. I know it's definitely like was early on. If you don't know what the logo looks like, here you go. The spectrograph was this. So actually, I'll go back to the song. I think it was 2 songs back. That's up like this. Turn it up a bit. Yeah, that sound basically makes this image. The more you know. I think that's really cool. Lorify, and then there's a Morse code. Or Morse code. Sorry. Sounds like the Morse code was, tag your it? Question mark. Oh. Oh, this was Morse code in the street light. Oh, big stretch bootsy. I guess the Morse code was take it. I don't know what other stuff is in Lorify right now. I have not. r/Lorify. What's. I don't know what's going on. Also, I'm not watching. Like, I'm literally just listening to the playlist right now, so. Scaly bootsy. I scare him. But I do think it's cool that like I was able to immediately clock the two ones. I love that scene at Bootsy. He's hilarious, but he's being a little goober. Going around. That's something else. Hold on. That's gotta be something too. What song is that? Glorify fatal inspection. Didn't- Oh, this is the one that's a duck. The Morse code is take your it in hacker taunts. Ooh, interesting. The other spectrographs. So there are other spectrographs, but they make a map. So this one specifically was the duck. Interesting. I can hear the shape of the duck now. I don't know which one earlier I had open to know which spectrograph map it was. Ah. Oh, I gotta go back to. There you go. Around. This is. Okay, we can see our stack to go on. Can we? On. So pull up my black. There we go. Hello, Darkmoon Clover. The project has a very Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. Ooh, I like it. I see it. I see it. I will say this is literally just this Lion Brand's colorway. However, it worked out. I've made this bag before, and I don't think this one has that same vibe, but I think it might also just be because there's less of this orange and green in it. Whereas, like, because this one has more of the orange and green, it does. You know? This just kind of gives, like, neon rainbow. But thank you! And welcome. Yeah, I am making, like, these duffel bags. Here's an even smaller version of it. You know, it's just like a drawstring bag. You know. Nice for carrying stuff. This one is not for me. Basically, someone I know saw my bag and was like, I want that. Exactly. Like, same colors. I don't care, like, if you have more of one color, just, I want that. Oh yeah, I like it. I do make the drawstrings, like, kind of long, and so it's actually more of a crossbody drawstring bag, which I like, especially because I use these as, like, crochet craft bags. So what I can do is I can keep all the yarn in the bag and basically work outside the bag, and when I'm done, I can just throw everything back into the bag. It's especially nice when I have a center bowl. And I don't have to, like, worry about the ball moving around to unwind or get tangled in itself. The other thing that's nice about bag projects is they can start being self-contained. So, like, I pretty much just carry this one. Yeah. I will probably do like a vibe check with the person I'm making this for. Get this back over here so we can see the decrease. While I'm, like, this weekend, I'll probably get a vibe check from her because I should see her and see, like, how many more color sections she wants, because I'm currently planning, after this orange, 2 more colors. And, like, in the next colors, doing the, like, not the next color, but the, like, second to last color, doing the loopholes. And then, but if she wants it longer or shorter, it's up to her. And then I'll make the pocket, and I'm thinking of letting her pick out what button she wants, because I think having a button on the inside pocket might be nice too. But if she doesn't want it, I won't make it. But I think it'll help better hold pocket items. What are you doing, Bootsy? What are you doing? He's playing with the curtains pull strings. Bootsy Boo. There we go. Welcome back, Bootsy. Alright. That was really small. Hold on. Ah. Alright, this should in theory be our last round. You know, I think that's all that we have left of this. actually, this should be our last round before our color change. Let's start counting. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Six, 7, 8. Huh? 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, if you don't know, they're like approximately 162 stitches in this whole thing. So there's some sections that have 10, some sections that have 11, just to like break things down evenly. This isn't right. Oh, I dropped a stitch somewhere in here. There it is. Let's just add another one back in. So, I'm fine with them being... This is why I check. I make sure it's either 10 or 11, but I don't care either way. 10. So, like, if I drop one to 11, I probably won't notice because it's just going to be 10. Which is still fine, but I don't want to drop anything below 10. So, if it's 9, I'll do an increase. Or if it's 12, I'll do a decrease. Six. Yeah? Hey. Hey, are you supposed to be doing that? No, you're not. Thank you. I know you want to go to bed, but I gotta finish this row. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Welcome back. 7, 8, 9, 10. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9, 10. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Six, 7, 8. Six, 7, 8. Alright. This is confirmation that we got through it nicely. So let's lock in. There we go. There we go. Gonna get a treat. First up, let's go. I do too. It's looking nice. Nice and big. Alright. With that though, let's get ready for a raid. Because I'm tired. It's 10:30. We've been going for 3.5 hours. And no work today. No work today. So, let's look for channels to raid. Alright. I'll pop this window out. Alright. I like to either do, like, I typically do another, like, yarn crafty person. Ooh, we have makers and crafting. Chimera's QC. It looks like they've got something with yarn going on. I don't know what they're making right now. Yeah, let's do that. All right, so let's. I lost them. Hold on. All right, let's go into there. Let's check them out. Oh, they're gotta be right back. But they've got a dog on the screen, so I think I don't know how long they'll be back. Is they're gonna be gone for a while. Oh, it's a 3-minute break. Okay. So by the time our raid actually goes through, they should be back. Oh, there's the Morse code again. Yeah, they got a 3-minute break, it looks like. That started at the 27th, so Thierry should be back soon. I don't know. You can go back to the stream previews and keep scrolling through, and if I come back in a bit, they'll also be right back. Here's another crochet one. What are they doing? What are they up to? They've been going for a while though. I don't know if we want to raid to a. I'll keep them in mind, but I'm gonna go back to the dog stream in a quick. Just check there. No, they're still not back. An ad break has officially finished. Yeah, let's go to the one that's actually live and on. I feel bad. They seemed interesting, but all right, let's start this raid. Looks like they're doing potentially some Ami. All right, thank you all for joining. See you all later. Bye.